Let's get into the conversation about UFOs. You've had some personal experiences. Is that how you were drawn to the topic, or you were interested before?
I had a mild interest before because I was interested in the paranormal and I'd experienced seeing apparitions, that kind of thing. And I wanted to try and understand it from a scientific perspective. I personally think that science and spirituality are two sides of the same coin. The issue is instrumentation and measurement and appreciation of the metaphysical, the unseen, and the physical world, which we're trying to always capture and perhaps misunderstand. But yes, when I moved to Mauritius, it started very shortly on arriving, actually. We'd moved into the upstairs apartment of our in-laws at the time, because we had nowhere to live after we moved. And my first experience was in September of 2013. My father-in-law asked me to move my car, so I came outside and I was just stunned. In the sky there was an enormous orange elliptical shaped object that was burning. It basically took up most of the entire skyline that I could see in front of me. And it was hovering over a town called Albion, which is Old English for England, where I'm originally from. I thought that I was overtired and perhaps hallucinating, so I decided to go to bed. The next morning I woke up, I went downstairs to have my breakfast with the radio on, because Mauritians love listening to the radio, and there were hundreds of UFO reports flooding in that morning, so I knew I'd seen something for real. And little did I know that there was an entanglement that was happening, because a few years later I met somebody who provided me with footage equivalent to the Phoenix lights off the west coast of Mauritius, who happened to be chasing that very UFO on that fateful Saturday evening in September of 2013.
Same date?
It was the same day, yeah. I found with this phenomena, there is this feature of entanglement, crossing paths, that kind of thing. It's almost like a design.
Coincidence, synchronicity, entanglement? Yeah.
And I'm not sure whether it's them or whether it's some bigger divine intelligence that links everything and everyone, or both.
So you see that thing and your reaction is, I think I'll go to bed. You realize now, if you've read more about it, that reaction actually is more common than you might expect.
Exactly. I mean, it was so unusual. At the time, I think there was some fob off in the media about it being a SpaceX rocket. But a SpaceX rocket that's re-entering, or the used rocket, doesn't take the shape of an elliptical sun.
Just sitting there.
Burning brightly in the sky.